Welcome all my honored guests to the ultimate duel with the best of the best.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Saturday morning live. You got a mildly sick porcelain piggy right here. And on this side, we have
a super Genki Mighty Max toy.
I'm sending you my germs.
Genki. Oh, damn, you're jerk. You said jerk.
Germ warfare.
No germ warfare. I want to be killed.
I'm so upset, friends. I am so angry.
Why?
This cold could not have come at the worst time. My people need me. I need to be out there with my people, and I can't. There's so many events going on this weekend. Not only one, I did not post in our slideshow, but I do want to let you guys know that Kawaii is Art will be ending very soon. And today, the Harajuku Day community is actually doing a parade in Hollywood as they're walking all the way down to the Harajuku, to the Kawaii is Art exhibit. So there's a lot going on, and they're going to be hanging out there for the rest of the day because I know it will be closing soon. So if you didn't get a chance, see it today. And if that's not your cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine, you'll see a couple of amazing events that even if they're not your cup of tea, you should definitely participate in. And,
oh my gosh. But haven't you been to the Harajuku's Art like twice already?
Yeah, I've been to Kawaii's Art twice already. Once was with the grand opening weekend with the entire Harajuku Day crew. And then I went on my own to do a photo shoot for Cutezilla. Mm-hmm. And I was planning to join the parade, but then I heard some other events were happening. So I was like, this other parade needs me. You know, there's this parade and there's a different parade. And I was like,
so many parades.
There's one that's a little bit more niche, and I need to go there, and I can't because I'm a plague right now.
Yeah, it is the season. It is the season to get sick. So folks, definitely watch out for that. Get your flu shot in. Wear your mask if you feel like you're around a lot of people with sneezes. I have had to hand out masks to many people this week because they come into my place of work and they're like, and I'm like, and I quietly just put the box of masks in front of them and that's all they need to know, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. Because for some reason, people forgot that we have the technology to protect ourselves against airborne pathogens, and it's so simple. It's less than 10 cents, and it's just a mask. Wear it for the moment. You know, it makes other people feel more comfortable too, especially if you have to do group work, like in my work. People are expected to do group work, and they're like coughing up a lung on the other side. I'm like, Jesus. And before you guys say like, oh wait, if they're pregnant, like this are young individuals that are not pregnant. They're safe. And with even more reason, my wife is pregnant. They should be careful, you know.
Yeah, I've been dodging it. Everybody in my workplace has been getting sick, and they've been getting all levels of illness from the COVID to just the regular cold. So we have like a mix of stuff going on. But I honestly don't know what I got. I haven't tested, but I know I'm coming down with something, and I've been fighting it, and I think I'm starting to lose that fight.
Enjoy it.
But good morning, friends. I hope you guys are not sick. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're healthy and strong so you can have an amazing weekend, because this weekend is going to be so epic, and I'm so sad that I'm homebound.
I know. Well, I got to tell you, we've been talking so much about the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament that we were going to be doing. We've been talking about Yu-Gi-Oh a lot, right? And I've been doing my rewatch for Yu-Gi-Oh in preparation for this event, which even me caught me by surprise, is tomorrow over here. And so I was just like, oh my God, it's like I have to prepare for this. So I went ahead and I bought food, and I bought so in order to keep to like do it outside, we have like a little easy up, and I bought the walls for it so that we can
It's
protect
so
ourselves against the
good.
elements. So it's just like, oh my god, there's so much to do, but at the same time, it's fun. It's November. It is the month of my birth. Just 2 days ago, on the
Mhm.
31st, we were at the Nosferatu, uh, showing for Halloween on the 31st. So it was really
How
fun. It
was
was
it?
uh, well, it wasn't like my dad says, empty. That's the one tagline my dad puts in any event I go, empty. And I'm like,
It's nothing bad. I honestly like going to an event when it's empty. It's nice and
I know,
spacious. You
but
have
I'm like,
more.
I think I have to send my dad a 360-degree picture and then send him the traditional selfie. But yes, it was actually really, really good. The one thing about it is that those chairs at the Walt Disney Concert Hall are not the most comfortable for long sittings.
Oh
And
no, the back.
a little bit, but I'm okay. I'm nimble, so it wasn't so
Okay.
bad. It wasn't so bad. Again, my
What's the name of that Yu-Gi-Oh card? The flying squirrel, Nimbo Mbogoga or something.
nimble wonga, yeah. So I was able to, yeah. I counted my blessings. So I was just like, if I wake up the next day with back pain, I know exactly why it is. But I did it, so I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh, wonderful.
But it was fun. It was a fun night for sure. Thank you to my wife who actually took me. And then November started the next day. Ooh.
No, and for me, your birthday gift actually came in the mail.
No
And
way.
it's not the pre-ordered one, it's a Mercari gift. It's the pre-order one. I've been keeping an eye. It looks like it's gonna be your Christmas gift this year because it's not anywhere near coming right now. But the Mercari gift looks
Uh-huh.
amazing. It's the quality
Really?
is so much better than I expected. I was
See,
like, I want to keep this.
that's the thing about it, right? Like I saw it and I was like, okay, I've seen this before, uh, but I've seen them online only. I've never seen them in person. And if you Google toys from those characters, there are a few, but none of them are very, very good. So this one's
No,
not
and they even had like a little doll line,
yeah.
and they weren't the perfect. I think you found just the right ones because I showed them to my spouse, and he's like, oh, "Those are really cool. Are those ours?" I was like, "No, they're Max's." He's like, "Okay." I'm like, "They're really cool." I'm like, "They really are."
No, it's a really cool figure, and I'm glad that somebody was able to pick it up, right? Because I kept looking at it in my Mercari, and you were almost fooled into buying something that wasn't complete or was had a
Oh yeah, because for me, I hadn't done enough research. I was just like, let me see if I can find them elsewhere, and maybe, you know, like because I didn't want to re-download Mercari. That was really it. I didn't want to re-download it because I had deleted it from my phone. And when I went into, I was like, oh, I think these are close. But then I showed them to you, and you're like, the pants are wrong. I was like, oh, thank you. I would have given you the wrong item because these ones are amazing, really good quality. They do smell like storage, but there's nothing wrong with that. You know, they're really old. Um,
I'm
but yes, and we are kind of just sneaking around, not telling you guys what is it because
even
Mac,
though
I want Max to show it to you once he has them in hand.
even though we both have seen it, we both know what it is. We're fully cognizant of that. I don't know why we're keeping it away from our
Because
audience.
I want it to be like a surprise. When you do your toys, your birthday unboxings or your birthday
Mhm.
showing, they will be part of it.
And I've never seen him live. Like I've never seen him in person. So this will be
And that's
my
why I'm not
first.
bringing it up here. I don't want you to see them here first. I want you to touch them, feel them, and it's completely different than what you expected. Because I was like, oh, I think it's gonna be a little wonky. Nah, they're really solid. They're really nice.
I'm really curious about doing a potential head swap on them. I need to see their size, and because I can't get a grasp
Uh,
of their proportions. Because if the proportions are what I mean, what I think, what I have in my mind, and which if they aren't, that's fine. I'm not going to be disappointed. But
you're not gonna be disappointed at all.
yeah, so I'm going to try and see whether I can do a body swap with the new Tunishi Studios female and male body. That's the plan. But if they're a little bit bigger, if they're doll size, like doll size, then maybe made to move. So there's options there.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to mess with them. They look so
Really? They're
good.
that
Yeah.
good? Oh my god.
I'm a purist with some toys. Like for some things, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna super customize it. But some things, I'm like, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna
No.
just enjoy it as is.
Okay. Well, you know what? Now I'm pumped. Okay, guys. So, in addition to that, by the way, thank you for watching our shows after the live. I know you guys are not here most of the time, like while we record, and I get it. It's Saturday morning. You guys are watching cartoons, eating cereal, or going out to work, or going out to have fun. I totally get it.
Market.
But we've been noticing that there's been a consistent stream of you guys watching afterwards, which is really, really cool to see. So thank you. Watching in the future, right? Giving you a fist bump, giving you a hug. Thank you very much for watching our
It's
show.
always such a surprise because when we go live, we have like 1 to 2 people, and I was like, "Ah, it's okay, it's a private show over here."
It's a private show, just for like
Every time we reach about like 20, 24, 41, I was like, "That's fine. That's what we do. We do this for fun. We do this for our group of folks." And Gary, I know you watch us in the replay. Thank you for the comment. I'm telling you, you're doing the Lord's work with those battle beasts.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, I'm really, really grateful for that. So I don't want to forget you guys. We do the show because we legitimately enjoy it, and then having you knowing, summon.
Bambi, by the way, your book is gonna be my November read, so that my goal is to finish it this November.
It's about that time, man. We've been putting it off for too long.
I know. I've been wanting to finish it. I'm trying to remember. I think I left off at chapter 2, but I think I'm gonna reread it so I can just get the whole gist of the entire story and just enjoy the world building.
Like there's been a lot of things happening. I found out that I was going to be a dad. And then we went to that one place in the east over the summer, and then so it's been we've been putting it off until we found the right time, which is, again, remember, November.
You see my mouse? It's away.
So dumb. I love it.
I've had it for a couple of months now, and I really like it. Thank you, Five Below.
Five Below for the win, always.
It's honestly, okay. If you guys don't know, Bambi Raptor is an author, and she has a really good book. I haven't finished reading it, but she says it's long, but it reads so fast because I remember it sat down like the first less than 10 minutes. I read all the way to chapter 2 because it's such a quick read. So I'm pretty sure I can finish it real fast.
Oh man, that's good. Now let me see. Are we ready to start on the show? Because we're
definitely ready. We have a lot to cover today, and we have to honor someone this November.
And you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that because there's something that did hit me. And don't think you guys are going to get away with us not talking Yu-Gi-Oh! This pod. Because I had ouchies in my feelings this week.
Why are you ouchies in your feelings? What happened?
I'll talk about it once we get to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Segment, as we usually will. Or it will just pop up. But I was like, oh, sad. Okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, why did I have to find this out? But now I'm going to honor that person. Okay.
One thing we haven't talked about and that I've been finding, I don't know if you've seen it, all the leaks from Game Freak about the origin stories of Pokemon.
Oh,
my gosh.
Yes, those are weird, but we have to dedicate our own episode to that.
We need to, because
we need to do research on this. Yeah, we need to do research on this because it's a lot, and they all sound like the old Japanese folklore. They all sound like that. It's nothing like it didn't surprise me.
Pokemon people were blurred. I was like, oh god.
No, it didn't surprise me, but at the same time, I'm like, you didn't have to put that there.
Oh, my baby. I can't see her. I can't show her to you guys. She's overexposed. I'm on my 12th Tama, by the way.
Oh my god. Because let's talk about it. All right, let's do it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
Sure.
Now, you guys, I cannot for the. And I'll leave it up to you guys because I cannot think of anything that is fall and toy related, which is why we don't have a faceplate for this particular show. Like Halloween is easy, Christmas, forget it, super duper easy. But I have no idea what to do for
For
November,
fall
even
time?
though it's my birthday. I'm like
Yeah, you can just put yourself. You can just
myself.
do it as your own month. That's
It's
when
my
I
own
was
month.
a preschool teacher. That's what August was, and all my students knew it.
You know what? I think I'll do that. I'll just take multiple pictures of myself with my toys, or bring that one picture I have where I'm in bed and I'm like expanding my hands and all my toys are lining up in the bottom.
There
Man,
you go.
it was one of those like family pics. But in any case, without further ado, thank you very much for watching. And I want to start.
I saw that and I was like, I didn't even know Jugueton was still around.
Yes. So that's the thing. I wanted to talk to you about the fact that because it is my birthday month, I have a very specific memory of me going to get a birthday present at Jugueton. If you guys don't know what Jugueton is, this is our equivalent. And when I say ours, Salvador, our equivalent of Toys R Us.
Yes.
Which, just to add more shame to Toys R Us here in the States, they're still around. Jugueton is still around, celebrating 25 years this year. And here's the deal: it's still the same freaking location.
No way. And it's
still
such a big
same.
location.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you the location. Let me see if it triggers anything. They probably changed the color. But I
remember the location. I remember the exact entrance and the stairs and the way it was, because we've talked about this before. When Furby was launched, there was a contest in Jugueton because they had just reopened, and they're like, oh, draw your dream toy for Christmas and go drop it off at a box outside of Jugueton.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I remember that you drew it. You're right.
Yeah, and I drew a Furby, and you drew something, and we went to Jugueton. That was our very first time going to Jugueton, just to drop off our drawings into the little box that they had outside.
Damn, nice. Yes, I have
a perfect memory of Jugueton. I can see the building. I can see the stairs. I can see the columns that were by it. I can see it all, because I remember that I had so many hopes and dreams that little paper was going to turn into a real life Furby. And I was like, it's going to happen.
That's exactly it. That is exactly it. Like, we had so much just hope,
Yeah. And when we went inside the store, it was so overwhelming, and it was a little messy. A lot of plushies were on the ground. It was not as organized, because I guess a lot of kids had already been through it.
Yes.
But we only went there, I think, like once
or twice. Yeah, I think because I don't know if it was just too expensive, or the fact that like we didn't really get that many toys or that many opportunities before we actually came to the States. So, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look, because I found it and it's basically still there.
Yeah, I remember being under that awning.
Yep, I was like, no way, it's still there. And sure enough, wow.
I remember that there was some kind of shade, some kind of like column. Oh my gosh. See, that's our Toys R Us. It's Jugueton. And it was such a mess when we went there. I remember I went in, and I don't remember much of the inside being exciting. All I knew was like, I came to put my letter of hope into this box. There's no Furbies in there.
I felt like just the idea of having, this has two stories. The idea of having a store devoted only to toys was very much a novelty. And I thought, man, we've reached the future, right?
And for me, I really thought that it was not going to last. I honestly thought it had closed.
Yeah, same here. That's why when I actually was looking for vintage ads for Jugueton to premiere in this episode, But I found out a whole bunch of like current ads. I'm like, wait a minute, you guys are still around?
And Bambi Ravager says, "Oh, what a cool store! That is great to see toy stores besides Toys R Us or
Yeah.
KB. Oh my gosh, yes, KB Toys.
Yeah, and look at that. We have like displays. There's so many little things, and apparently you also can get like Hasbro product, Mattel product. So it's just like
Oh.
it's not just those offhands or the lesser known toys. You get the main ones, right? Like, so it's just kind of cool. Look at that! It's
Wow, that's
huge.
stocked.
That is well stocked and really organized, to be honest. You
It
know?
does. Looks really good. Honestly, I am planning a trip to El Salvador and maybe I'll stop by.
Yeah, I mean, look, why not? People are playing.
Oh wow, there's no play areas for the kiddos.
This honestly looks like plastilina or like Play-Doh.
Oh my gosh, it does look like Play-Doh.
Remember, that's how he came for us in those little rolls.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that surprised me. Okay, one of the, you know how people say like culture shocks when you come to a different country? One
Uh-huh.
of my biggest culture shocks was Play-Doh, because the Play-Doh here dries
Hmm.
and becomes hard. The Play-Doh in our country never hardens. You
Nope.
just mix it to this massive gray blob
It
that's
becomes
used for
gray.
everything.
Yeah, and all you need to do is kind of like mash it, and it comes because so much so that I had toys that back in the day when I was a young customizer, I was just like, oh, my toys are all loosey goosey in the legs. I'm gonna put some Play-Doh on the back, and
It
it
works.
stayed there for years. And to this day, I get the toy and I'm like, man, you still have Play-Doh, and I fish it out and I do the roll and it still works. I'm like, what the heck are you?
Yeah, like I have finally found it here in the States. I think it's like it's modeling clay or something like
clay.
that. And they have it like a Dollar King. Dollar King sells it the way we would buy it in El Salvador. And for me, I was like, I love it because it never dries, so you can use it forever.
So I thought it was fitting as it's one kind of like glaring omission that we've had on this show, talking about our childhood, talking about, all the toys that we used to have, that we used to buy in our life, in El Salvador with toys and where it started. We never talked about Jugueton before.
No, and we also never talked about Riti.
Yeah, it's true.
So Play-Doh was such a big part in our childhood, and the fact that the Play-Doh never dried was really important because we will be able to create recurring characters in our play. And one of them was this mouse that I had learned how to make in Play-Doh that for some reason would always like get squished, killed, or cut or something.
Yes.
I loved making it, and it was just a consistent character in all our play. And I think I should make it and just have it on display.
It was the forever toy. And if
It
you guys
was a forever toy.
and if you guys are kind of concerned and say, well, you know what, I want to learn more about it, they also have an Instagram.
Oh wow.
They also have an Instagram account, and it's called Jugueton SV for El Salvador, right? And check it out. This is pretty much, none of these kids
And they
look
have
like
the Sylvanian family. They're called ternurines in Spanish. And oh my gosh, those guys have had such an impact in Latin America. You have no idea.
Yeah. So if you guys want to learn more about Jugueton, they do have a web page as well as an Instagram account, which is kind of cool.
That's
Let's not
cool.
ignore that area. It was one of those throwback things. And if you're wondering just what did I pick up there at Jugueton, well, that is why we're here. I picked up Max Steel there, that legendary toy, that absolute legend and beast. I still have it. It's still around. It's a great
Yeah, I have
figure.
all his clothing pieces. So I have his harness, his pants, his shoes, and his weapon. I think I also have his sunglasses somewhere because I know he's wearing different clothes when he's put away.
Dude, we took care of these toys like crazy. And I gotta say, these Max Steels, they last forever. These figures, if you take care of them just enough, like not you don't have to do anything special, they last you forever. Now, that was a nice little stroll down memory lane. And why stop there? Remember that we mentioned to you guys that we met Ronald McDonald and we got his signature, and this is proof.
There you go. There's our proof. We did the walk for the Ronald McDonald House, and he was there, and then he was giving out autographs in this little cards, and we're like, "We'll take one, yes, please, and thank you."
But I gotta say, it didn't look like this Ronald McDonald. Must remember that you have to put on.
We do have a photo with him. We do have a photo.
I could not find my mom again. It's just albums with physical pictures. So finding them was difficult, but we still have this framed in our childhood room, right? Yeah. And by the way, Grimace is wearing a freaking overall here, and what the hell is that?
Why is he wearing gloves? Grimace, you're usually in the nude.
Indeed, but yeah. So promised, kept. Right? We told you we met him, and we got his Siggy right here. And my wife was making fun of me because he was just like, they probably grabbed some random off the street and they told him, you're gonna be Ronald today. I'm like,
and that's okay.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure they trained him to do the signature. The signature is very
exactly. Look, he had even the little clown face. I think they have a certain group of Ronalds that do it.
Yes, right. At the very least.
At the very least. And honestly, there's something about when you meet a character in costume. Who was it? I met someone sometime this year. I don't remember who it was. I was just like, oh, I'm like, I don't want to come near. And as soon as they open their arms, you're like, yeah, okay.
Wait, was it like dude, remember my mom and Chewie at Galaxy's
Oh
Edge?
my gosh, my mom and Chewbacca, they were besties.
I legitimately thought my mom was gonna get banned for life from Disneyland because she just got like, I think she even like grabbed them and like, oh, come over here or something. Like she did not want to let go of him. Like, Mom, relax. It's just Chewie. I'm like, it's not just Chewie. No, all right, fine. Yes.
I'm
Now,
talking about our lovely mama.
see, those transitions are just coming. You may be sick, but we're in the zone, So we went to the Torrance Antique Fair last week, and I was really surprised to find out that in every single stall we visit, there was something for her.
Yes, from Mary Poppins to Piglet to these guys that we had no idea about.
Yep. And apparently they're from Campbell's Soup.
Mm-hmm. They're Campbell kids.
And by far, I love their look. I feel they look super cute. I love their proportions. They're very adorable, especially the knees. The knees for the boy look really real. I like it. Like it's nice. They look chubby. They're really cute. And apparently there's a lot of variations, right? Yes. There's a lot of variations to the point that I feel like these two look like me and you. It's so
oh my God.
It's so dumb. I was just like, oh my God, that looks like baby Chew and baby me. And I'm like, dang, they're so cute. Now, there is a bit of a qualm here because my mom advertised these to us. We bought them, by the way. I have them in the other room. She advertised these as her first doll.
Yes.
But I don't think she's right. Because I was born 1987. These guys came out in 1984. This particular mold came in 1984. So she would be, a little bit, to her, it's not childhood toy. I don't think so. I think she ended up getting these, which are.
I don't know, because remember, accessibility to toys was not very common in her pretty much place of being raised. So it could be that in a delay, like, her teens, she was able to get some.
Yeah, so I think I don't want to say my mom's wrong in the sense of, or completely. I want to say that I have more questions, and I'm glad.
Yeah, I think that's what we have. Like, we want to hear the rest of her story. That's really it. We want to hear the rest of the story, how they were picked, the process in which she acquired them, and all of that. It's kind of just finding the history and her connection to those toys.
Yeah, and that's always been something fascinating to me. Like, because that's something that she doesn't really talk to a lot, right? And by the way, guys, we're coming from a generation where just kids didn't get toys from my mom's generation. It was really difficult. They went to work. There are a lot of stories. I know that a few years back you sent me a story of an old woman, who got a doll for the first time, and she was just crying because she just never had one,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like that generation definitely saw a lot more hardships than we do, and we have to acknowledge the fact that we have that privilege right now. And
Because a lot of our previous generations, they didn't have a chance to be kids, to
mhm,
experience or explore their
mhm,
childhood and play.
yeah,
So
I
I
remember.
think it's important to kind of acknowledge that. And yeah, we are in a pretty privileged position at this point because we were able to get a lot of the toys that we wanted, even though we also had to wait and
Oh
we
yeah,
couldn't get everything we wanted at once or
yeah,
as easily as it is here.
yeah,
But yeah, like I feel like I always want to hear a little bit more of the story
mhm,
when it comes to the previous generations from us, just to see what it was like, and then what are some of the memories they created with their toys,
correct,
and
correct, because
learn
it's very
more.
valuable. So that's
Yeah,
why, like, I didn't really wait or ask twice, even though my mom told me ask
you're like,
twice.
well,
I was like, I'll get this because at the very least, it's a nice talking piece
mhm.
for you, and I want to learn that story because I know Dad, and he talks about his Migos back in the day, and I feel like what happens is that in that age, there's a lot of shame attached to having possessions, a lot to having toys because you're like, oh, having toys would take food off our table type of deal, as
Mhm.
opposed to when we had toys, they're like, here, have this toys, no strings attached, enjoy it, you know?
But even then, like I feel like even now there is the in maybe not as much now, but like there is a thing that is like, oh, you're still playing with toys. At a certain age, they expect you
Yeah.
to kind of let them go.
And
But
we'll talk
I
about
don't
my dad pulled that on me a little bit earlier this week too. And I was like,
know.
okay, and I kind of reversed it, and I'll tell you how that went. It was really fun. You played a part on it too.
Like, like I need a toy.
But by the way, I think I will get these Campbell kids. They look like us as kids. I'm like,
I know we should totally get them.
there's
I
just
love
something
it. We have our Campbell Sonas.
Now, I'm sorry that I put all of my slides back to back. I know that you have your own things to talk about.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna be shouting.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready for the screams.
Yeah. So I thought, you know what? The energy is very good at the moment in the sense of I'm mellow and you're going to be loud. So let's take a look. So Mondo came out with Real Ghostbusters. Now, I remember watching the show, but I don't remember following it through. And I'm not sure if you remember this show at all in when watching the
I
summer.
don't remember the show. I remember the movie, the
Yeah.
live action movie, but I do not remember the show at all.
The cartoon
Maybe the
is great.
Slimer.
Yeah, the Slimer, the cartoon is really good, and honestly, I kind of really want to do a rewatch. It holds up apparently up until a certain season,
Oh,
and Mondo decided to make these characters 6-inch scale, which is pretty much or 112, right? Which is Marvel Legends, etc. Maybe a little bit taller here and there, and people are very excited about it, but they're also very upset, a subset, for the price because they're something like this, but they're $200 a piece.
what?
Yeah, they're 200. Like this thing that you see right here, all these accessories, they're
That's not
200.
$200 worth of toy.
That's the thing. And that is exactly what people are pretty much debating over. Now, it's best if we go onto their website so I can show you all the little toy pictures and accessories so that maybe it can change your mind. Now, the pictures are definitely beautiful, right?
Yeah, but they're not worth $200.
Oof,
Sorry.
yes. No, and that's fine. I agree with you in that sense because when I think Mondo, I thought like the bigger ones, like like the Mondo typically do bigger figures, and I was like, oh, 200 for something really big. that's okay. And last week we said, oh, the All Monster set with all three, with all the accessories, was only $150. That's great. These ones definitely seem to shortchange you a lot, you know. Now they have this really cool accessory, like, oh, like that the ghost trap is sucking in the ghost, right? And
Okay.
they're going to do multiple releases.
Okay.
One, I think maybe one every so many months for each Ghostbusters. And there's 4 plus Janine, so that's 5. So that's $1,000 plus for the whole collection, right?
No. No, that's ridiculous.
And you can get
That is 101 now.
yeah, but the thing is that there's 101 is this.
Oh, but not with the additional.
200 is this.
Ugh.
So
What the heck?
$100 gets you the Slimer, gets you the main figure, the Proton Pack, but no accessory. An extra
You know what?
$100.
$75 gets you this.
$100 gets you
It's
an
worth
extra
every
head sculpt, which honestly I think the extra head sculpt should have been there from the beginning. So this to me looks like a NECA Ultimates, and NECA Ultimates are super cheap sometimes. You know, I don't feel like this is worth it. But then I have a question for you.
What's that?
Am I a hypocrite
Why?
for saying that when I want to buy this thing?
But that's worth it because we haven't gotten anything like that. That's a brand new mold. That's everything that
True.
we've never had. The other one is literally a figure size figure. This is it has articulation on the robot body. It has a lot of detail and it has lighting inside. So
And
I think that
probably
one.
it's probably about a foot big. Like it's probably like this big. It's definitely
Yeah.
bigger.
So even the size. So you're pretty much paying for the plastic, the paint, and the lights.
It has light on the back. It has a lot of different accessories. Yeah. So we talked about this last time, and I said, you know what? Maybe I'm a hypocrite. Maybe like I'm the person who should check themselves before talking about
Or they
the
wreck
Mondo.
themselves.
Yeah, before the Mondo toys. But honestly, I keep looking at it, and I think that they could have done they could have gone a little cheaper. You know, let's
So like
face it.
Bambi's like 100 is too much, to be honest. The sculpt looks good. Like, yeah, the sculpt does look good, but I don't think it's worth $100.
Yeah.
Unless they're doing like limited pieces, like a limited run, and they're like, okay, based on
Yeah.
the distribution of how many pieces we're gonna make and the cost of making it, it's gonna be about $200 a pop.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, let's talk about it and then see where it is. Oh my god, I just snuck a sneaky peeky of what you're going to talk about. It's so much.
It's so much. It's so much. It's
Okay,
so
guys,
much.
brace yourselves because this is from this point on, it's gonna be the chew section. And I guess I tried to give you, you know, a little bit of Godzilla
Right.
in the news. I put one slide of Godzilla in the news, but apparently I need to stay in my lane.
Go back home. Drink
way-
your juice box.
by the way, did you notice
I see your giant man. Like
there's
he grew on the shelf. I really like the position that you have him on because it looks
Yeah.
like he kind of expanded while he was on the shelf. He's like, oh shoot, I don't fit.
there's an issue with him, by the way.
Oh no! What's
Yeah.
the ish?
It's they're calling it I think it's like side eye gate, something like that, or
Oh.
eye gate. So these, and I'll do this and I'll pass it on to you, I swear. So Giant Man brings different faceplates, so you can change it, right?
Uh-huh.
And he has this faceplate, which is clearly looking where? Downside or up?
It's like down onto the side.
Yeah, so it's looking down, right? And these are little eyepieces that you can switch.
Oh, fun! He's like
they're-
a blind ball.
Exactly. He has this zombie head,
Creepy. Uh-huh.
right? And once again, it does have the little eye piece that you can just remove in the back.
I like that. I think that's really nice.
It's a really cool little feature. It has this one.
Okay.
which is clearly looking to the side.
He's very organic looking. It creeps me out a
Right.
little
It's
bit.
because they use doll technology to do their eyes. So their reasoning was that at this scale, a figure this big, right?
Would
Or
look like that.
was it like, yeah, it would look like this. So
Ugh. I'm uncomfortable. You know what? He would. Those plates would be great necklaces to creep people out.
dude, no, has a really creepy head sculpt. Everybody says it, you know,
It's such
especially
a.
when
He
you
looks so pervy. Ugh. Gross.
it's so close to like,
Uncanny Valley, indeed.
I know it is uncanny valley, but the thing is that you were supposed to get a set of straight forward looking eyes, but you didn't, because these are the other ones. And look, I'll take the head off. They're also
Oh,
looking
yeah.
to the side. So what happens is people are like, wait, we were supposed to get eyes that are looking just
Well,
straight.
can you just kind of shift them anyway?
You can't. That's the thing. There's technology now where there's eyes and you can just move the eyes around.
Yeah.
Right? They're magnetized, or just like you remove the faceplate, rotate what you want. That's it. But no, they went with like little eye things that you cannot remove, and you can't invert them either because
Also, no matter how you place the eyeball inside the socket, it won't make it look
won't.
straight up.
No.
That's an easy fix. They'll just sell you some other eyeballs that will be like straight up.
So here's the deal: because it was a Hasbro mix-up, they're actually replacing it. They're sending you a, I know, right?
Yeah.
If you contact their customer care representative and then you show pictures and proof that my giant man is looking to the side all the time, they'll apparently send you a replacement, which is I was so glad to hear.
I feel so sad for the customer person, the customer service representative that's gonna be opening all those images.
Oh yeah.
All those creepy faces. It's like, yeah, it adds up.
Yeah, like right, like look, this is the way it works. You take the mask out,
Oh wow.
right? You're left with this weird face, and you remove the faceplate, and then you put the put it back.
Yeah.
And
But
then
they sell them too, I used to have a bunch of those eyeballs.
Yeah, but if you can get it for free because they're going
I know
to,
that's true.
it's their
But I'm
mistake,
telling you, like, if you want to change his gaze and his eyes, you can buy additional ones.
it doesn't look as creepy when you have the mask on.
I don't like his face. Ew. Disgusting. Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's enough, Giant Man. There's a clip right there. There is the what are they called? The cover art?
The thumbnail?
Thumbnail. There you go. Shows how big of YouTubers we are, guys. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll go back to my lane and I'll stay quiet. And what happened?
No, someone's smoking vanilla cigarettes. I was like, who is that? And I turned, I found out who.
I was like, well, did you fart? And
No.
you can't stand your own fart?
That happens sometimes.
It does, especially when you fart in the car in the morning on the way to work.
That's
That happens to me all the time.
Is that relatable, guys?
This is the first time we've talked about farts in this podcast, guys. Anyways.
I think so. All right, friends. Oh, so I might put this one up so you can go ahead and talk about it if you like.
I don't even know where it is. I was hoping that
Bambi. Okay, Bambi. Pretty much it's a remastered 1954 soundtrack of Godzilla. I believe that's the one that you brought out. And it is a vinyl record. That you can, I think it might be limited edition for the 70th anniversary of Godzilla.
Yeah, you can get it at Big Bad Toy Store. You can pre-order a Big Bad Toy Store, and it will set you back $30.
Oh, nice. That's not too bad.
No, not for a really cool vinyl that you can put on your wall too.
Yeah, he looks great. He doesn't look like the 1954 Godzilla. He looks like the one that turns into mecha, but we'll go with that because I honestly don't know where this image came from. But I know the 1954's original soundtrack has been remastered and is also available in vinyl. Record grows. Next slide, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, friends. So this is it. November 3rd, it is Godzilla Day. But because we have such a beautiful weekend lined up for ourselves, it is being celebrated starting today. And so if you go to the Godzilla US store, there are so many drops that are happening. If you just Google, or I mean, if you just look for Godzilla collaborations, there's so many going on. I only included a few of them and the ones that are available in Godzilla USA right now. And a couple more that are somewhat local. But there's a lot of Godzilla happening this weekend. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so first off, we have the first drop was the 70th anniversary apparel. So we have a bunch of different shirts, a bunch of different designs, and these are available at the Godzilla USA shop. I have seen them, but these are not the best collaboration that's out there. This is actually a really sick collaboration from a different brand. I'll go ahead and put that information on my Instagram page so you can see it there. But these are live and currently available. The drop began, I believe it was yesterday or today that this one came down. We can go to the next slide. Next up, we have a bunch of figures. So a lot of companies like Mondo, Super 7 are coming together and releasing specific figures up for pre-order for Godzilla Day, for the celebration of Godzilla's 70th anniversary. And if we go to the next slide, we'll see some of the ones from Mondo that they also have like glow-in-the-dark features. And they're really, really nice. This ones will set you back $240, but you're getting a whole goddamn family, okay? So
Wait. I think we are putting on the same hat I was wearing earlier. How can you say that this is worth $200?
Because there's a limited run. They are hand painted and they're glow in the dark. Mostly the All Monster Attack, yes. The Monlo vinyl designer figure, again, it is a variant. It has a pen ink style. The details are wild, and there's only a limited run. And those are my mental gymnastics, friends.
This is where we are in life. I love it. But I gotta say, this Minya looks absolutely adorable. And anytime
I just want to take care of him.
Out of all these, I gotta tell you, I prefer the rainbow ones. There's something about them that look freaking hilarious. You just put them out for Easter, call it a day.
Right, they're so beautiful, and the pastels, such cute colors.
But they're not.
I just lend themselves to every single color. So these are some of the collaborations that Mondo has brought up. There's a few from Super 7 too that they are available. I know they're announcing them as we go. Some more are going to be dropped tomorrow on November 3rd. So just keep an eye. If you're a big Godzilla fan, there's so much. There's good eating this weekend. Lots of good eating, friends.
Keep an eye.
Gross. Next up. All right, there's also posters available. Posters are going to be available throughout. So there's going to be a few drops, exclusive drops that are in the Godzilla shop. But there's also other partnering locations. Keep an eye on your local comic book shops because they are doing a thing or two for Godzilla. They're either having people come in and sign Godzilla comics as authors, artists, or inkers or illustrators. And also, Books A Million is going to have exclusive Godzilla posters available at their shop as well. So just put that ear to the ground and be listening out for any Godzilla steps because they are coming your way. You might not think that they'll be there, but I'm sure that you'll find something. Also, Kinokuniya bookstores. Keep an eye on those. They usually have really good collaborations with Godzilla. I know there's one in the Torrance area, one in Little Tokyo. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have some exclusives for the 70th anniversary. We can go to the next. And then these are the ones that are dropping tomorrow.
Dude, the hand is so cool.
Yeah, so the one at 10 a.m. today is the watches, and I think I need to get myself a really sick Godzilla watch that I can wear to work and in my everyday stuff. And then we have the Santa Cruz Godzilla collaboration that's going to be happening on the 3rd. So every day we're going to be having new drops of Godzilla merch in the Godzilla store. So keep an eye, guys. Keep an eye because there are some that are available for pre-order and some of them that you can just buy now.
Ooh, I mean, Santa Cruz is one of those things that has gotten so big. Everybody loves Santa Cruz stuff. It's just kind of it's a very recognizable brand, and the hand being Mecha Godzilla, it's so fun. And the deck for the
But Shin Godzilla looks great.
dude, that is a bad tattoo. Like that is an awesome tattoo. Like the whole chest flaming with the logo, the city that oh dude, if somebody has this on their back, that's dope. That's dope. Rocket. Yeah, that's and the Santa Cruz logo in Japanese too, in katakana. Ooh.
Yeah, it looks great.
Love it. Love it.
All right. Let's take a pause. Give me 1 second. I have to address something here in the room. So take over for a little.
Let me remove you from the stage. There you go. Okay, cool. So Godzilla is awesome, guys. Now, here's the deal. In the meantime, we're gonna thread water as Porcelain Piggy leaves. And let me tell you guys, this giant man is freaking awesome. Now, here is the deal. When he comes to this giant man, his fingers are super duper weird, right? It's obvious that what they needed to do was get you alternative hands, but they didn't. Instead, they went with alternative fingers. It's a really nice little, ooh, cool. You can do that. But the thing about that is the joints are all flexy. They're all flexy, and they all need to move, and they can't make a fist super duper well. Sounds like I'm disappointed on it, but honestly, the more and more I look at on the shelf, ooh, I love it. Now, if you guys are watching afterwards, meaning after the show is over, please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to check us out on Instagram and leave a like and comment. I was just doing regular things. What? You ready? Can we continue?
Sorry.
I was showing what? I was showing them the giant man. That's fine. I have it right here. Might as well. And I have the progression too. Like whoop.
Oh, very nice.
Whoop.
I felt it coming, so I caught it. I felt the itch. I was like, I'm gonna run.
Oh, that crazy cuff that just won't stop.
Yeah, as I was like, let me go take care of that. How do they smell?
This one smells like new.
Ooh.
This one
Does
smells
it
like
you smell the paint? Does it smell like visions?
Oh my gosh.
Smells like colors.
Godzilla week is here.
I see Godzilla.
All right.
Okay, guys. So this is what brings me sadness today. I am very excited that Godzilla will be invading Little Tokyo. And I've actually been keeping an eye on this since they announced it a couple of weeks ago. And well, there's going to be a whole themed event starting right now, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. There's stuff going on all the way to like 3 p.m. So let's go through them. And if you're near Little Tokyo, please visit them. You know, encourage the Godzilla love, encourage this Godzilla movement, because I'm really surprised about some of the entities that kind of have come together to promote Godzilla's 70th anniversary as well. First is that today there's a special screening back-to-back, Godzilla 1954 and Godzilla -1. And they're just $10 a pop for the ticket. And $10 each. So $20 total plus $1. So it'll be 22 because they're charging like $1 for processing of the ticket.
Okay.
And if you buy the duo, you know, the double screening, you'll actually get a chance to participate in the Q&A with special guests, Shizuo Nakajima, who worked in the set of some of the Godzilla films and now is an independent director. And you will also get an exclusive poster of your, not of your choice. It will be the 1954 Godzilla movie poster that you'll be receiving.
Okay.
Yeah. On top of that, the Jungle is also going to be having a pop-up. This one you can visit from November 2nd through the 17th, but they're having like a whole parade to the pop-up today as they open it up. And it's going to have exclusive items available, and we'll go through them in a second.
Ooh.
So these are some of the exclusive items.
This is so cool.
I know, so it's to scale to go with your kaijus.
Yo, where do you get this?
Again, at the Jungle. If you want to go pick it up, you can pick it up at the Jungle from November 2nd to the 17th. You can go ahead and get a piece of Little Tokyo and take it home and have your critters kind of destroy it.
Bro, you're not going, right?
I'm not going because I'm dying.
In that case, I will take it upon myself to visit and get you this for your Christmas. But that's awesome because that's the way that they build in Japan, you know, like the whole like assembling no nails type of no nail, no screws, just putting things. It's very accurate. I like it.
Right? It was really good. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I've been fighting myself all morning. I was like, I think I'm good. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to drive there. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to be there. Because as you see, once we move on to the next slides, you will see that there's so much going on. It's not only, hey, come and buy, but hey, spend the entire Saturday here. Metro has actually wrapped an entire cart, like a Metro cart that makes it there.
Oh, shoot, no way.
Godzilla stuff with a Godzilla decal.
No way. Wait, like a bus, like the Metro bus.
Not the bus, but like the subway.
Oh, okay. The sub, okay.
Yeah, so like the little subway cart is completely wrapped in Godzilla. And they're also going to be giving out this limited edition Godzilla Metro tap cards.
No!
Yes, and then from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. there'll be a cosplay meetup, so everybody that's like a kaiju cosplay enthusiast can come, and you will get a one of those tap cards. There's limited supply. If you come in dress, you know you're gonna get one for free. You just need to bring proof of address to the event because the cards are not gonna be released till November 11th, so they'll be mailed to you, or you can pick them up after the fact.
Okay.
And also,
wait. Godzilla Invades Little Tokyo Arts District Station. Okay, got it. So it's at the station.
Yes, and it's really close to like the main Japanese village. Everything's like a hub, and there's gonna be amazing. At 11:30, there's actually gonna be a parade, a procession. Yes,
dude.
You see why I'm suffering here?
When did you learn about this?
I'm known for about 2 weeks now because they've been very vocal. I'm very good at promoting it in social media. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got my Godzilla stuff.
My wife,
I'm like, I have my sick jacket. I'm gonna wear my jacket. I'm gonna do all this stuff. I considered even just taking my Cutezilla mask, but I'm like, I'm not feeling well to go.
Top 5 things that my wife loves.
Mm-hmm.
Her child.
Uh-huh.
Herself, myself, public transit. Number 4. And she, in many occasions, has said that she worships Godzilla because she really likes the Godzilla King of All Monsters movie. And oh my God, we went earlier this year to the Festival of Books to try to get the exclusive Metro tab card, but they were sold out. So getting them is a lot trickier than you may think. And I've never found anybody who's like, oh yeah, I'm just selling Metro tab cards on Mercari or eBay. So it's the collection. And when we were there and we were like, hey, do you guys have it? They were like, no, we don't. But they had this one folder like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they let you see it, and they let you see all the different designs they had in the past.
Oh, cool.
I was like, bro, like,
Yep.
Fudge
So it's like
Godzilla.
if you're one of those Metro collectors, there are tap cards that are gonna be especially for the 70th anniversary, limited run, while supplies last. And I'm telling you, it's gonna
Damn.
be great.
At
It's
this point,
gonna,
I think it's too late even for us to drive over and get it. That's wild. Wait,
yeah. So
wait. 1 p.m. Come meet known kaiju cosplay actor Christopher Bioel, whose picture right here on the slides, or
yes.
Kaiju Chris, and experience his Fusion Godzilla suit in person, which has made a lot of appearances and is a beautiful piece. Get your commemorative Godzilla tap cards at Anime Jungle through November. Oh, so I'm not sure how limited they are. They don't say it's super limited.
Oh, but they are gonna the free ones are limited. The ones that you purchase. So later on, you'll have an opportunity of getting or like I don't know if it's buying or getting the card once you do it $100 plus purchase at the jungle. I know.
You have to purchase?
Yes. And then if you go, and it's not that bad because sometimes like one the Godzilla figure will hit 120. So yeah.
Lord,
And then the Godzilla bags that we saw on the previous slide, you can get them at the jungle once you do a $50 plus purchase. They pretty much include that bag, just like the ones that it's just like the ones that you get like in Little Akihabara, like their basic ones. Once you spend over $50, they'll give you one of these as well.
Dang.
Like this is the basic, but now they're gonna do the Godzilla one. Oh no, Snacks, your nightmare fuel.
I already was. I'm just realizing my full potential. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Look at me stare through this mask that I wear.
See, with Snacks' eyes, he can actually look straight forward.
Oh, I'm angry now. Okay. I can't. Well, oh. Yes. Okay.
Sorry, Snacks. I had to have a little fun at your expense.
Thank you for putting other people's skins on my skin.
Yes.
That was uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
You're right.
But I heard something very important.
What?
About public transit.
I know you love public transit because you're basically a bus yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I take people on journeys.
You can see it. It's right there. You see that tap card? Do you want it?
Yes.
You want to go get it at the jungle?
Yes, at all costs.
At all costs?
Look.
Is that $100 at all cost?
Look. Tomorrow is daylight savings.
Is it?
We are gaining 1 hour because we fall back. And I say we leap forward on these opportunities. Look at me smile now.
Yes, Snacks. Can you fit here now?
Can you just, what are these? Oh, this is a bit top heavy.
There you go.
Thanks. Hold on.
What about antenna, Snacks?
Okay. Oh, can you stop?
All right, fine. Sorry.
This is not, I didn't consent to this.
I apologize.
It's okay.
Snacks, I love your scarf. Is it a scarf?
It's not. It's my backpack. Hold on. Let me just. Can you just?
Oh, it's your backpack.
Yeah, it's kind of flipped around. Just put the. There we go. Oh, my spine. I've been having a lot of spinal issues.
Yes. See, remember, I think you made this backpack for Snacks.
No, that came with everything that I am.
Yeah. No, he inherited that backpack. It's childhood backpack.
It's from my childhood.
Oh, okay.
When I was birthed.
When you were birthed.
And Gabby Raptor says that she too appreciates public transit.
It's a beautiful thing. Only the real ones know how beautiful public transit is. Only the real ones know how important public transit is. Public transit is a hallmark of any modern society. It is a shame that we don't have public transit as amazing as other places.
Well,
like my home planet.
I think we can make it to the jungle today and maybe go get some coffee or some tea around the area.
Yes.
We can make it an outing, Snacks.
I would love that. That sounds nice. I can't drink either of those.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yes, but it's okay. I can consume my sweat and juices. I'm self-producing, self-sustaining. If there's some worms, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have
Snacks
a face
look-
on the side of my face.
Gross.
Snacks, look, you
You're just making me
Snacks
more
is embodying hexadecimal right now.
you have ears as faces.
Yes. Well, I also have actual ears that you're ignoring.
Oh yeah, you're right. They're here.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. They got little wires in them. Do you have wires in your ears?
I don't. I
Do
have.
you guys have wires in your ears?
I think they all have cartilage. Snacks.
That's lame.
Or if you use a hearing aid, I guess they would have wires in their ears.
That's pretty cool. When
It
do you
is
get
cool.
those?
Huh?
When do you get that upgrade?
Well, you can get the upgrade at the doctor's office.
Do you have a doctor?
I do,
Why haven't you gotten your upgrade?
because thankfully my ears are still fine on their own without their update. Snacks. But
That's-
maybe in the future I need it. I'll let you borrow.
That sounds unfortunate.
Yes, indeed. But
Yeah.
Bambi says that she does not have wires in her ears,
Oh,
just like you. Well, you do. You do.
yeah.
But anyways, let's go back to this. Like, Portland Pig is just rocking my world right here. Like, there's so many things happening in November because apparently it's the day of my birth, and it's also
Godzilla.
Godzilla Day.
Godzilla is a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing, Snacks,
Yep.
and I'm glad that you recognize.
Yep.
Well, is there anything else I would need to know? Can you just put a flower over a tombstone and how many things that are happening right now, Cho?
There's going to be a Godzilla parade led by Metro.
Oh, Metro.
I know. I'm like everything. I can actually meet people who also like Godzilla.
There's a lot
It's
of
like kaiju crackhead. You better be out there, represent the world.
them. Yeah, I know. But you guys caught a glimpse of the last thing I wanted to talk about, which was this giant elephant figure is going to be released by Animal Beasts of the Kingdom, which is great. Which is what I give them their love because they're great folks.
It kind of looks like you.
You're right. I like it.
Zen.
Yeah.
Zen.
So, that was a lot to take in.
Did we go over the Tama updates? I don't remember.
I don't think you have because your Tama was like overexposed. Snacks,
Oh,
you're
no,
leaving?
the one from the website. I don't think we did.
Are you gonna go to the parade, Snack?
Well, I have a job.
Yeah, I know we all have jobs.
I'm also a train.
Okay. Oh, I see. So you're gonna be leading the parade.
No,
Catch Snacks and take a picture of him while at the
I'm
parade.
going to take people to the parade.
Oh, okay, got it.
Why do you think I have spinal issues?
It's true. People ride on you too far, too long.
Yep, but I can carry a lot of passengers. My spine.
Snacks, guys, has come out and helped us out.
I should retire,
I think you should, Snacks.
but I won't.
But you know that you have a commemorative tap card just for you.
They should.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
I'd sell out immediately.
Yes. Now I did talk about at the beginning of the show about how I got ouches in the heart, and I
Yes,
do want to buy
yeah.
Snacks.
Bye.
I do want to acknowledge it because we kind of didn't wish him a happy birthday directly, even though his birthday was definitely October. We wished Kaiba a happy birthday, but we forgot to wish a happy birthday to Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh!, who also has a birthday or would have had a birthday on October on the 2nd.
Yeah.
And since I've been watching the show, I've been like, oh my God, the show is so ridiculous. It shouldn't make sense, but it does. It shouldn't have done so much for us, but it does. It did. So, and then I remembered that he unfortunately passed in 2022.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh no.
He passed away trying to rescue a person from drowning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you,
It sucks.
I feel like there's more to this story.
Mm-hmm. I think we even talked about it in the show back in the day.
Because a lot more has come up. I don't know if I should talk about this in the air. So I'm just going to hold on to that.
just go do your research, guys. Apparently, I
You
don't
have to
know.
do your research, guys, and you'll feel as uneasy with his passing as I do.
Oh my god! Don't tell me he's in the shadow realm too. But yeah, all this comes about the fact that I've been enjoying the series a lot, and I've been thinking about, just what it means to me, and all the little things that get me excited about the show, the cards, the game. And I remember that, and I was just like, oh, that sucks. But we are going to be remembering him tomorrow in our party. We're going to put a little picture of him, and we're going to put him on the.
We should do it in the Day of the Dead altar.
Yeah, absolutely. We should put our own. We would have the creator of Dragon Ball there too, right? It's going to be really quite cool. But anyways, guys, I feel like that is pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, Joe?
All I want to do is encourage you guys to go to Little Tokyo or go to your local comic book shop and see if any of them are celebrating Godzilla for this 70th anniversary, because there's so many awesome collaborations and drops going on. And if you're a big Godzilla fan, I don't want you to miss out, because this is one of those few opportunities that we have to actually connect with other Godzilla fans and get some exclusive items that are not, an arm and a leg.
But you're asking me to spend $100 just so I can get a tap card? Wow.
No, because if you're wearing cosplay, you will go ahead and get it for free.
Damn it. All right. Well, I may have to ask Kaiju Chris to let me borrow one of his cosplays. But in any case, we will catch you again next week, guys, in this same time, 9 a.m. We've been getting good at it on Saturday morning with a full recap of how the tournament went on, as well as whether or not Porcelain Piggy could help herself and go spread the plague at Kaiju.
I will not spread the plague on you guys. I'm telling you, I don't even remember if we went over some of the stuff here. My brain is like foggy today. So
Okay,
I'm like,
correct.
So it's all right. But thanks again for sticking around, guys, and watching us as we went through some of the updates for this week. We did not go through the Tamagotchi ones, because there's one thing I want to show you before we go. Stop the wrap up. Go back to the slides. There's an important thing I need to show you. Just remembered.
I think I found it. It's in the slides, all right?
It is in the slides.
Okay,
Why
last
are you trying to prevent the people to know about Tamas? Okay, this is a Tama update, but this is not exactly what I want to show you, but I will go over this. The racing game that I showed you last week is completely done. If you participated, go claim your money, because whether you got 5th rank or whatever, you're going to get some Gucci's. Also, there's a Tama hat new available for your Tamagotchi, and it's going to look adorable because the Tamagotchi Connect. The code is right there. Screenshot it, save it, use it. Next, there is another slide that has a video, because Tamashii Nations went ahead and revealed their collaboration with Tamagotchi.
Holy shit.
And it's amazing. Just put play. I think put the sound. I don't mind a strike for this. Anniversary of Tama. So what do you think? Was your world rocked? Were you moved to tears?
I feel like this time you brought it. Like, you brought it. Hats off. I'm speechless. I need to get the little mech from Metal Slug, and you need to get the mech for this, and they need to do battle. What the hell?
I know.
That's
I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm getting this. It's too shiny not to get.
Yeah, it's a nice display of public transit.
Yeah, right. It's true. It is a public transit, because that is a robot that transforms into a spaceship that can haul more than one person.
Yes.
I kind of want to watch it again, to be honest. It's so dumb.
All right, watch it again without the sound this time, and you can go ahead and tell me what some of your favorite aspects of this little 9,900 is about. 99 bucks.
Honestly, like 75.
Yeah, it's like $75 because but if you ship it directly, and yeah, it's going to be, about that. Yeah, it's going to be $58 directly.
No.
That's it. I'm buying 2.
99.
All right, 99.
00.
Yeah, 64 plus the shipping is probably going to be about $80 total.
Beautiful.
Man,
I
let's
think it's worth
freaking
it.
go. This is a great show.
Yep.
Okay, guys, nothing else to say. Just subscribe to us. thank you very much for watching for this amazing things. Porcelain Piggy, you brought it. I cannot believe you added this many slides when you're sick in such little time.
That's how I work, you know. When I'm at my worst, I do my best.
I know.
Yep.
Okay, Snacks,
Yes.
send your love to peeps.
I love you guys. Ride public transit. Love you, Metro. Peace and blessings.
And with that, guys, see you guys later. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me in Porcelain Piggy to see what I'm up to. Follow my Max Toys. I don't know which side who's at. On his Instagram as well. And I know that Toy Tangent's Instagram's a little dead. That's because we two are a little bit dead. But just follow our personals, and then you'll kind of see whether there's updates in the other ones or not. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend and get to participate in all the events that you have, and you stay healthy. And with that,
stay healthy.
Bye.